Hello guys, welcome to another video. I know I've been gone a while. I was trying to focus on my finals for trigonometry, but I should be back relatively to upload more videos. So I'll try to be more consistent because I'm just being lazy at the time. But I mostly stream on Twitch. But yeah, if you want to watch a couple of my Twitch videos, you can check out my channel. It's the same name as my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'm just showing my build right here, and just going through each one of them for primaries, secondaries, and melee weapons. So I'm just doing that quick show off before I go to the mission. You don't really need the rivet mod for this build, but you can change that out for something else, maybe like more slash or more damage of any sort. So yeah, you can really get by on just the base hate. It does a lot of damage. So I'm just making my way to navigation. So in the mission that we're doing is mirror defense on still path. Here we go, we load into a game that's already begun. As you're collecting the fragments, because based on the math that I did, you can do 2 collections per 50 revenants collected, which is it gives you 7 on still path, so that's 14 if you do both collections. Plus you get 15 for successful mirror defense, which is what, 30 crystals. So 30 crystal per 1 crystal, or one successful defense, which is 2 crystals. So that takes usually around 5 minutes if you're efficient. So you do about 4 waves, which is like about 20-25 minutes, and it just rinse and repeat. So if you multiply your base generation of crystals, which is 30 by 4, you get 120 crystals. And that should be your baseline of how much you can get in an hour if you divide an hour by 20 to 25 minutes. 25 minutes being the slowest. That would be like maybe 3 runs. Yeah, roughly 3 runs. Not 3 runs, sorry. Roughly 2.5 runs, making 2 waves on a second time. But yeah, I didn't even mean to activate my arch gun. But generally, the shards with the armor strip on Citrine makes it very easy because the enemies become like vulnerable to 100% damage. So the green shards are a must-have when you have Citrine as your frame with corrosive damage. You can also do this on any frame that does have a corrosive source, like weapons and stuff. But you don't really need to always have the green shards, but it's strongest on Citrine, especially when he has toxin on. You might try. I'm trying to get primary blight maxed out, which is arcane that gives you multi-shot and critical damage on toxin effect. So I might have to get it maxed out and see what much this gets me by. I can like mow these guys down pretty easy. So as you can see, you just basically go around killing your shit. That's it. But you need at least a Vobin to like crowd control the enemies that survive long enough to reach to the crystal, and you need some kind of collector like a Titania. And then third or fourth teammate can be random, whatever. You can have an extra Korra, you can have an extra, maybe a Rhino for roar buff to the squad, or you can have like a healer to give everybody speed, like a Wisp or Nova, if you want Nova to slow down enemies or speed them up. Doesn't really matter. The fourth enemy can be whatever you want. Teammate can be whatever you want, as long as it's not a limbo, because I hate limbos with a passion. Limbo is like slow down the mission, and you can't get your most to spread because the enemies are in rift, but the rift enemies can damage you even though you're outside of the rift. it's like a whole thing. I don't want to get too deep into it, but this limbo, no, because limbo is not a good choice for this type of mission. Limbo used to be so good, but he got nerfed. As everything that always gets nerfed eventually. If it's too makes the game too cheesy, you eventually get nerfed. Like Nourish got nerfed because it made the game too easy. And what else? I'm trying to remember what else got nerfed. Eclipse got nerfed. Roar got nerfed. I think the Roar was like one of the first ones that got nerfed. What else? Mark for Death. I remember that. That got nerfed. But usually I lost 2 teammates here. And you're gonna see how difficult it gets when you only have 2 people. So you only have a damage dealer and a collector. No one's controlling the enemies that are surviving long enough to reach the crystal. So I end up like dipping out as soon as I got the chance after this wave. Making my way to the second crystal. You can fail this mission, and if you fail it, you just lost all your progress. So if you're in here for like an hour, you lost all the crystals that you generated over an hour. I had it happen personally, and it sucks. Like I had to take a break for like an hour and a half just to calm my mind because I was so mad that day. And it wasn't my teammate's fault. It was just like the guy that came in, the acolyte, kept teleporting me back to the other crystal because I didn't deal with him. So it kind of made me fail the mission because I wasn't able to get back to the other crystal in time, and it was just taking mad damage. Even though I put up a decoy as Citrine, it's like it wasn't enough. I'm guessing the decoy died and it just started targeting the hell out of that crystal, which kind of made the crystal get cooked. So this guy is going around killing shit. Make sure you're not getting too close to the crystal. Occasionally recasting my spore to keep up on the range. I usually cast 1 spore per each 45-degree angle, so that way it spreads evenly, and I can just keep it up by killing the enemies or just casting my 4th, which is viral. It also makes the spores do more damage, but relatively you try to control the crowd as much as possible. You don't even need Citrine for this, to be honest. You probably can get by using Nova and then have like some damage dealing frame. That's one thing I like about Warframe, being able to like play this game however you feel, because you have different strategies they can come up with that works. But this is the strategy that works for me because Citrine is what I have on hand. I haven't gotten Nova yet. I still need to get her eventually. Just been lazy to get her. Yeah, I mastered the regular version, but then I throw in the helmet. I don't really hang on to much frames if they require like a catalyst and I'm like 1 part off their primes. I usually just get rid of the regular versions because it's like no point in investing in the catalyst when I'm like 1 part per prime. But sometimes I only buy the parts if they're like vaulted or something. I'll buy like 1 piece after I sell arcane from here, which is secondary encumber, which gives you like roughly 350 to 400 flat if you get a buyer for it. So you just farm this. You can also buy Citrine this way because I recommend buying Citrine rather than farming her out, because it takes 2,000 crystals just to get a blueprint, and then each part is like 200 or something like that crystal. So it would take a long ass time to get Citrine twice. Just the one for the helmet and then 1 for personal keep because they don't have prime for it. So yeah, I just bought her because after I sold the arcane I bought her. That's because when I logged in that day I had a 95% coupon, and the second one I bought full price. I think it was like $325 plat, which is like a 1 secondary encumber. So you're farming for the least amount of time, but you're able to buy it with plat, which is faster than farming out all that crystal. If you farm out all that crystal, you'd be better off buying or getting a lot of the secondary encumber and is maxing them out and put them up for sale. You make more plat doing it that way, and you can buy 2 sets of Citrine than just farm it out Citrine normally, because it's not worth it. I don't know if anyone at D actually did the math on this, but I'm not complaining. It's easy platform and you can get it plat easily here. But yeah, this is like the last wave, and after I finish up on this wave, I think I just extracted. I should probably put spoiler in the title because I kind of did show off some arcane dissolution in here. I'll probably like transfer worthless arcanes into better ones. But if you're not there yet, I don't recommend you watch any. I don't recommend you watch past this point of the video after I extract, because I kind of went directly to deimos after this. But I might cut it out just to save people the hassle or the spoiler warning. Honestly, I'm not sure yet. I might leave it in or cut it out. Depends if the video gets too long or not.
Editor's note here. Okay, so I also forgot to mention that Citrine has a small chance of dropping from the waves as well. Our blueprint, our optics, chassis, and systems. If you're very lucky, you can get it to drop. But in my opinion, I feel like buying her is easier, especially like 3 hours of farming for like 1,000 crystals just to buy a secondary encumber, and then you sell land and buy her for 325 plat. If you got a discount coupon, that's even better because you don't have to spend all that plat. But yeah, that's what I forgot to mention. Also, I had 58 crystals because I was like too short, because I think I forgot to collect on the second wave. But yeah, then I kind of just left squad. It's because I didn't want to take the random with me. And it's straight to Sanctum. Sanctum can be unlocked by doing whispers in the wall quest. I think I'm gonna install spoiler warning on screen. Or earlier. If I get the chance to. But then again, you see this stuff if you watch the streams. But this is how you dissolve like useless arcanes. If anyone doesn't know, and just pass whispers in a while. But even then, they tell you. I'm pretty sure they tell you. You select like arcanes you don't need. If the plat value for them to sell them is too low, I'll just come here and dump a bunch of arcanes and get the last part, and I'll get relic packs from not relic pack, arcane packs from Deviri. That's because I need like 2 of my arcanes from Deviri Max, which is Blight and a couple other legendary ones. So I'm just going to selecting the ones I don't need. Dissolve. And then once you select everything, you make sure to double check that you can buy whatever pack you want. It takes about like 200 last file. Easy. Bought 2 packs. And yeah, that's the gist of it. Hope you enjoy. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.